The Last Walk in Autumn by John Greenleaf. Whittier. Oĺer, the bare woods, whose outstretched hands plead with the leaden heavens in vain. I see, beyond the valley lands, the seaĺs long leveled dim with rain. Around me all things, stark and dumb, seem praying for the snows to come, and, for the summer bloom and greenness gone, with winterĺs sunset lights and dazzling morn atone. 2. Along the riverĺs summer walk, the withered tufts of asters nod, and trembles on its arid stalk the boar plume of the goldenrod. And on a ground of sombre fir, and azure-studded juniper, the silver birch its buds of purple shows, and scarlet berries tell where bloomed the sweet wild rose. 3. With mingled sound of horns and bells, a far heard clang, the wild geese fly, storm-sent, from arctic moors and fells, like a great arrow through the sky. 2 dusky lines converged in one, chasing the southward flying sun, while the brave snowbird and the hardy jay call to them from the pines, as if to bid them stay. I passed this way a year ago. The wind blew south, the noon of day was warm as junipers, and save that snow flecked the low mountains far away, and that the vernal seeming breeze mocked faded grass and leafless trees, I might have dreamed of summer as I lay, watching the fallen leaves with the soft wind at play. Since then, the winter blasts have piled the white pagodas of the snow on these rough slopes, and, strong and wild, yon river, in its overflow of springtime rain and sun, set free, crashed with its ices to the sea. And over these grey fields, then green and gold, the summer corn has waved, the thunderĺs organ rolled. Rich gift of God, a year of time, what pomp of rise and shut of day, what hues wherewith our northern clime makes autumnals dropping woodlands gay, what airs outblown from ferny dells, and clover bloom and sweetbriar smells, what songs of brooks and birds, what fruits and flowers, green woods and moonlit snows, have in its round been ours. 7. I know not how, in other lands, the changing seasons come and go. What splendors fall on Syrian sands, what purple lights on alpine snow. Nor how the pomp of sunrise waits on Venice at her watery gates. A dream alone to me is Arnold's vale, and the Alhambra's halls are but a traveller's tale. 8. Yet, on Liefels current, he who drifts is one with him who rows or sails, and he who wanders widest lifts no more a beauty's jealous veils than he who from his doorway sees the miracle of flowers and trees, feels the warm orient in the noonday air, and from cloud minarets hears the sunset call to prayer. The eye may well be glad that looks where far Parl's fountains rise and fall, but he who sees his native brooks laugh in the sun has seen them all. The marble palaces of Ind rise round him in the snow and wind, from his lone sweetbriar Persian Hafiz smiles, and Romel's cathedral awe is in his woodland aisles. And thus it is my fancy blends the near at hand and far and rare, and while the same horizon bends above the silver-sprinkled hair which flashed the light of morning skies on childhood's wonder-lifted eyes, within its round of sea and sky and field, earth wheels with all her zones, the cosmos stands revealed. 11. And thus the sick man on his bed, the toiler to his taskwork bound, behold their prison walls outspread, their clipped horizon widen round. While freedom-giving fancy waits, like Peter's angel at the gates, the power is theirs to baffle care and pain, to bring the lost world back, and make it theirs again. 12. What lack of goodly company, when masters of the ancient lyre obey my call, and trace for me their words of mingled tears and fire. I talk with Bacon, grave and wise, I read the world with Pascal's eyes, and priest and sage, with solemn brows austere, and poets, garland bound, the lords of thought, draw near. 13. Methinks, O friend, I hear thee say, in vain the human heart we mock. Bring living guests who love the day, not ghosts who fly at crow of cock. The herbs we share with flesh and blood are better than ambrosial food with laureled shades. Oh, I grant it, nothing loath, but doubly blessed is he who can partake of both. 14. He who might Platel's banquet grace, have I not seen before me sit, and watched his puritanic face, with more than Eastern wisdom lit? Shrewd mystic, who, upon the back of his poor Richard's almanac, writing the Sufi's song, the Gentools' dream, links Manuel's age of thought to Fultonel's age of steam. 15. Here too, of answering love secure, have I not welcomed to my hearth the gentle pilgrim troubadour, whose songs have girdled half the earth, whose pages, like the magic mat whereon the eastern lover sat, have borne me over Rhine-Landel's purple vines, and Nubial's tawny sands, and Phrygial's mountain pines. 16. And he, who to the lettered wealth of ages adds the lore unpriced, the wisdom and the moral health, the ethics of the school of Christ, the statesman to his holy trust, as the Athenian Archon, just, struck down, exiled like him for truth alone, has he not graced my home with beauty all his own? 17. What greetings smile, what farewells wave, what loved ones enter and depart? The good, the beautiful, the brave, the heaven-lent treasures of the heart. How conscious seems the frozen sod and beechen slope whereon they trod, the oak leaves rustle, and the dry grass bends beneath the shadowy feet of lost or absent friends. 18. Then ask not, why to these bleak hills I cling, as clings the tufted moss, to bear the winter's lingering chills, the mocking springle's perpetual loss. I dream of lands where summer smiles, and soft winds blow from spicy isles, but scarce would Solonel's breath of flowers be sweet, could I not feel thy soil, New England, at my feet. 19. At times I long for gentler skies, and bathe in dreams of softer air, but homesick tears would fill the eyes that saw the cross without the bear. The pine must whisper to the palm, the north wind break the tropic calm, and with the dreamy languor of the line, the northъл's keen virtue blend, and strength to beauty join. XX. Better to stem with heart and hand the roaring tide of life, than lie, unmindful, on its flowery strand, of Gödel's occasions, drifting by better with naked nerve to bear the needles of this goading air, than, in the lap of sensual ease, forego the godlike power to do, the godlike aim to know. 21. Home of my heart, to me more fair than gay Versailles or windsor's halls, the painted, shingly townhouse where the freeman's vote for freedom falls. The simple roof where prayer is made, than Gothic groin and colonnade, the living temple of the heart of man, than Romel's sky-mocking vault, or many-spurred Milan. 22. More dear thy equal village schools, where rich and poor the Bible read, than classic halls where priestcraft rules, and learning wears the chains of creed. Thy glad thanksgiving, gathering in the scattered sheaves of home and kin, than the mad license ushering Lenten pains, or holidays of slaves who laugh and dance in chains. 23. And sweet homes nestle in these dales, and perch along these wooded swells, and, blessed beyond Arcadian vales, they hear the sound of Sabbath bells. Here dwells no perfect man sublime, nor woman winged before her time, but with the faults and follies of the race, old home-bred virtues hold their not unhonored place. 24. Here manhood struggles for the sake of mother, sister, daughter, wife, the graces and the loves which make the music of the march of life, and woman, in her daily round of duty, walks on holy ground. No unpaid menial tills the soil, nor here is the bad lesson learned at human rights to sneer. 25. Then let the icy north wind blow the trumpets of the coming storm, to arrowy sleet and blinding snow yon slanting lines of rain transform. Young hearts shall hail the drifted cold, as gaily as I did of old, and I, who watch them through the frosty pane, unenvious, live in them my boyhood Oĺer again. 26. And I will trust that he who heeds the life that hides in mead and wold, who hangs yon aldrel's crimson beads, and stains these mosses green and gold, will still, as he hath done, incline his gracious care to me and mine, grant what we ask aright, from wrong debar, and, as the earth grows dark, make brighter every star. 27. I have not seen, I may not see, my hopes for man take form in fact, but God will give the victory in due time, in that faith I act. And lie who sees the future sure, the baffling present may endure, and bless, meanwhile, the unseen hand that leads the heart's desires beyond the halting step of deeds. 28. And now, my song, I send thee forth, where harsher songs of mine have flown. Go, find a place at home and hearth where thy sing girl's name is known. Revive for him the kindly thought of friends, and they who love him not, touched by some strain of thine, perchance may take the hand he proffers all, and thank him for thy sake.